All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us here again. So yes, um, I'm actually waiting for a response as regarding what Mr. Ekene Ago said. So is there anyone? If there is no design, what's it called, solution, then we can just move on. But what I would just say is that ATS is actually a community where you could collaborate with like minds and yes, mutually reach out to the bodies so that we can see how we can work together as a community and push out solutions that is filling up a vacuum or rendering solutions. So ATS is there for you. Let's build together. Let's work together. So looking at this, looking at what we have on ground, the problem we have on ground, as a designer, how will you approach that? How will you approach that? Design an application, an anonymous application that you don't want a student to be reviewed. You don't want the image or profile of a student, university student to be reviewed. But still yet, you want to render the service of e of that student asking questions from their lecturers. How do you do that? You have a dashboard. You have a dashboard for the students. You have a dashboard for the lecturers, and also an admin dashboard where you can see everything going on. Then probably the user, the student now signs up anonymously, but you could see that okay, yeah, this is the person in the backend, but it is not revealed to everyone seeing your what's it called, to everyone, or probably to everyone seeing you dropping questions. They don't know you. They can only identify you with a unique ID or probably a unique code. Okay, yeah, C555 just ask the question, and then the lecturer that just taught the course sees the questions, then give a reply to it. So first off, you think like this that okay, yeah, we are creating a community where students can sign up, lecturers as well sign up. The student remain anonymous, then it's fine that the lecturers could remain here or still carry their name or whatsoever. But the thing is, we want the student to be anonymous enough. Create that, create chatbots. These ask questions, that ask questions, lecturers answers, and that's all. So where the issue now is I think Mr. Ekene Agu said for the can I still remember the word? Okay, I think is a verification or what's it called now? That he has been on the solution and looking for a way that could work. So
Authentication.
yeah, the authentication process. So where each user logging in or signing up can be authenticated and that is not being revealed to the general public that okay, yeah, this is the person signing up or this is the person asking questions. So I think that can actually be a dev, more like you collaborating with your dev and looking for possible what solutions. But yeah, before you jump on it, it is a very large scope. We need to make our research. So we can actually take this as our first assignment. Look for possible ways we can profile solutions to this idea. So let me go back to sharing my screen and we push it and see how we could, yeah. So now ideate, generate a wide range of creative solutions without judgments, encouraging diverse perspective. That was why I actually asked if any one of us do have a solution. Yeah, Don Victory, you will ask your question. Let me just finish this part. Yeah. So generate a wide range of creative solutions without judgment, encouraging diverse perspective. So yeah, this is where we all need the entire team to think, to profile solutions, to give us headways on how we can go about it, on how we can solve this problem. And yeah, any idea is welcome, be it foolish, be it good, all can be refined to serve a particular purpose. Then the prototype, create simple, tangible versions of your solution to test concepts quickly and gather feedback. Yes, we have sites. We have websites where you could quickly create prototypes to test these your solutions to see if this thing would actually work. By the time we get deep into it, we get to use most of these tools. Tonight is just an intro on how we can think as a designer. Then the last part here is test. Evaluate prototypes with real users to identify what works, what doesn't, and areas of improvement leading to further refinement. Yes. So this testing period is just a period where you want to see what works and what is not working. And from here, you in fact get tangible, what's it called? You get tangible questions. You raise tangible questions within yourself as a designer and as a team. You all get to question yourself. You all get to analyze things. You all get to see things from different perspective and see how you all can improve on a particular product. So why doing this? You are improving as a designer. You are improving as a designer and even collaborating with developers, project managers, you are improving. So remember, design thinking is not linear. You often look back and forth between stages. Yes, it's not a one-way thing. You look for possible ways, you look for solutions from different angles, you go back and forth, you start from the beginning again, you see, you visit your research over time. And this is the only thing that can help you stand out as a good designer. You listen to suggestions, you're open, you're open-minded, you're open for reviews that, oh yeah, how can you see this? What can you say about this? How is this? How do you think this product will serve different purposes at the same time and all? So that is what makes a product design. You don't just put your head straight up and no, it's only my idea that counts, or it is only my innovations that nah, it's not like that. So yeah, Don Victory, you're raising your hand. So before we move to the next kitten here, I will allow you to speak. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Joshua. So yeah, I just kind of had this idea. I mean, it is what most of us basically know already. There is this anonymous link we all would have seen at a point in time. So it could be something like the lecturer putting out the link, probably on their group chat. So in the link, it is going to take whatever question the students have, and then when they send the question, the lecturer gets it, and then he compiles all of them and sends back the answers. Do you get? That's just kind of what I thought about. So if it is something we can now put into a whole website or like a web page, so once they submit this link, they just get the response. Do you get?
Yeah, sure, I get.
Exactly. So something like that.
All right, thank you so much. So we have this. I think I. So this, yeah, I have one here on my phone. It is called NGL. So it's more like an anonymous software downloaded on Play Store to get possible, what's it called, questions, opinions, views, and all. So yeah. So if possible, they did this, we could actually look for a way that it is community, can be kind of community centered. You get, instead of okay sending it to how will I put it now? Like you're just sending it it's a one way kind of send it. You just send and that's all. Then anytime the lecturer um how will I decide to reply, he or she replies and give back answers or probably take a screenshot and all. But what if it is opened, more like a WhatsApp chat group where you just get to, after asking, you just drop, then the lecturer picks it up immediately. It's not that we are switching from one app or switching from one um, page to another. You are doing everything in the group. So this, yeah, can actually be still summed up to be an application, and it could be integrated into an app or a community-based group. So thank you very much, Victory. Thank you so much. Let's still gather research. Let's still make our research in our own little way and cook up something. So why user-centered design matters? A product's beauty is secondary to its utility. Neglecting users' needs during design can lead to low adoption. Users won't embrace confusing or difficult products. That's just it. So you need to put the user research aspect to heart. If you're not considering this, then you are making a huge mistake because there will be low adoption. You find it difficult for users to jump on your application or start using them to processing a whole lot of stuff. Then there will be frustration because he or she doesn't understand the process. They are finding it hard to navigate. And that's because of you've skipped the process by not what? By not putting them into consideration. So in every design you do, you create as a product designer, the user-centered part is essential. And we need to take that to heart. Then there can be failure too. Failure, which is it is not serving the purpose, it is not meeting the need. Then the product is not valid, it is invalid. So you better you just take them off and revisit the idea from scratch again and see how you could bring in your users into the whole project, bring in your user ideas into the product and get things running for yourself. So understanding users problems before designing solution, it is crucial to yes, so we've said this too. Don't just assume don't just give assumption that okay, yeah, this my solution will solve the problem. What I'm what I'm coming up with will solve the problem. No, make thorough research. So sorry for that. So yeah, designers solve real problems, not imagine ones. So you should not be filled with a whole lot of assumptions and imaginations. You are solving real problems. Users don't like reading long text on mobile. They guess without validation. Real problems, which is users abandon sign up because the process is too long and unclear. A validated issue. Now look at it. Let's get to check it together again. User problems versus assumptions. Designers solve real problems, as we all know, not imagined ones. It's vital to differentiate between assumptions and real problems. So, assumption is like users don't like reading long text on mobile, a guess without validation. Then, users for the real problems aspect, real users abandon sign up because the process is too long and unclear, a validated issue. So, some of these are things you face as a designer. There's something we call simplicity in designs. In every step, you don't want to create a solution that takes the users years to understand or to navigate through. You are coming up with solutions that, even at a glance, they understand it. And there are some solutions that has to do with okay, yeah, you build a solution. You first of all want to take your user through the tutorial, probably through the step to how they can navigate the application. There are times that my users don't have time for all of that. They don't have time. They just want to jump on it and see what works. So do not design. You should not design from assumptions. You should design from a thorough research that you've made over time. And that's what we call a real problem, and you're finding real solutions to it. So we have something we call personas, designing with empathy. Persona is a fictional yet realistic representation of your key user segment. They help bring users to life and guide design decisions. Some of it is demographics and goals. That is the age range. Understand you are designing based on your audience, the user, and identifying some of these things is their age range, their occupation, and what they hope to achieve with your product, the goals, the frustrations and highlight obstacles they encounter, and the environment in which they use the product. This helps you. Then the purpose enables designers to design with empathy, keeping the user's perspective at the forefront. So you are designing and you are looking at the user's perspective in a board. So as you're crafting out your prototypes, if the user's board is in front of you, I'm like, no, if I should draw a frame that is outside of this, then I'm making a mistake. I must look at the board and do what is pertaining to what I have on the board and create and design what I'm having on the board. So these are the key things you need to design with empathy, because designs must connect. Your solution must connect with the user. It must fill up a space in them, and it must be appealing and solving their real-time problems. So, what are some pain points you need to identify as a product designer? Frustrations, obstacles, confusion, and delays. We all know this. You all know how users could be frustrated at times, some obstacles you could face, confusion and delays. University students and their school portals. They can't get to ballots at the same time. They can't get to register a course at the same time. All because of what? The application was not built to accommodate large number of people doing things at the same time. So solutions around this could be worked on. Thorough research could be brought up into the picture and see how they could accommodate users, as many users at the same time using the product. So crafting effective problem statements. A well-defined problem statement is clear, user focused, and avoids proposing solutions too early. Example: students struggle to track assignments because deadlines are scattered across multiple platforms, leading to missed submission and increased stress. I could say that so many of us we've been in this situation before as students, or probably as a worker in the office. You just have too many tasks and you don't know how to track them. You don't know what to do next. You don't know the deadlines for each of these tasks or each of these assignments. These are problems. Then you need to just sit down, write a problem statement well that is very, very clear. It is user focused, and avoid just like you're just in fact solutions at times comes at the later part of you identifying your problems. It is how much you understand your problem that you can profile solutions easily. So yeah, user basics, user flow, information architecture. What is user experience? UX. We all know that. UX is the overall feeling a user has when interacting with a product. Good UX is often invisible, sorry. Why bad UX is immediately frustrating. Yes. So at times, good UX is invisible. Just like I said, you could see a car, a Mercedes Benz, like so appealing and all. It is until when you start it, you know if the engine is okay or if the engine is what is bad. So at times, those of they're invisible. But the experience, why the bad UX is immediately frustrating. Like you just get frustrated when you kick or you start the engine and it's not coming up. So yeah, a UX design must be easy and smooth. Product that require minimal effort and provide a fluid interaction, feel intuitive, like meaning like less stress. When UX is done well, users don't notice it. They simply achieve their goals effortlessly. It is done well. There's this seamless flow. Like it's just taking you to the next thing, giving you what you want, and you are good. Frustration free. Bad UX creates friction, leading to user abandonment and negative perceptions. So yeah, I have questions. I don't know. We must have used some of these applications before, and some must have literally just frustrate, like just put us in that mood of frustration, and we are just like asking ourselves questions: who would develop this? Who did that? Who did this? So I don't know. I would want one or two persons to share their experience on any of the softwares or applications or product they've used before that they either even get to just snag or get to even hit their head on something. I don't know. You can just share. If you've been in a state whereby you use a product and it wasn't responding well, just share the experience and you could actually provide solutions on how they can improve on their products. Thank you. The floor is open for answer. Yeah, you can speak.
Okay. Well, what I want to say might be funny because it's a very popular app that everybody uses. But I still see two bugs, or I don't want to call it bugs, problems about these apps. Okay. It's WhatsApp. WhatsApp, like the regular WhatsApp we know. I don't know how we can provide a solution to this. Now, if we have noticed on WhatsApp, it doesn't happen on every chat. Okay, there's always one or two contacts that whenever they send you a message, okay, and you open the message, WhatsApp takes you to previous messages. There's a particular timeline that WhatsApp sets. I've updated WhatsApp, used it on different devices. I've noticed that. Okay, WhatsApp takes you to previous, let's say, message that the person sent in the morning or 2 days ago. Then you have to scroll down to the recent message. It happens on some contacts. Okay, it doesn't happen on all of your contacts. I don't know if anyone has experienced this on this meeting. Please, if you have, I will appreciate. Just give me any emoji. At least that make me understand that it's not me having the problem or it's not me hating WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you. At least, thank you. Understand? And another thing I noticed with WhatsApp is this. You see, WhatsApp cannot be running on my device. Many people do not know that WhatsApp is the reason why most of their Android phones underperform or why their Android phones get hot or like WhatsApp literally stores everything on your phone. It stores every chat. They tell you it's encrypted. Yes, no while encryption can happen, but it stores everything, all your chats for years. So it's just storing on your phone. Your phone storage keeps getting full, and phones that use visual RAM memory, it kind of slows down the phone. And people would not just know that it's WhatsApp because almost everyone uses WhatsApp. And your images, your voice note, everything they are just being recorded. Okay, unlike this Google Meet we are using now, if we drop this call, everything is it's all there on Google server. It's not on our phone, it's not on anybody's phone. Okay, so it's an internet service. But you see, WhatsApp uses your phone as a storage for your information. Okay, so me, I feel it's not a good thing. I think WhatsApp is trying to work on that. Like that same problem does not occur when you are on WhatsApp. This is their channel? Yeah, WhatsApp channel. WhatsApp channel does not save your messages. They don't save messages on your phone, but for their chat still save on your phone. Okay, and Telegram is not like that. Okay, Telegram is not like that. Telegram saves on Telegram server, so your phone is free from all those nonsense, unless the things you decide to download. So I feel these two problems. I think these two things, they are big problems to me. I don't like it. I personally, maybe it's personal. I just don't like these two things. So I don't know if there is a way anybody who works with Meta, they should advise him to fix those things. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
I'm honestly saying metal people here. So yes, if any one of us can communicate one of Mr. Ikene's issue about WhatsApp to Meta, please, it is well appreciated. Yeah. So honestly, there are times I use my phone and I'm on WhatsApp and my phone just easily gets. I don't know. I'm not a dev and I'm not a system specialist. So yeah, there are different occasions that we've had issues as we get into WhatsApp. There was a time I was on WhatsApp business and I noticed the status part where I'm to view different people's status, and like part of what's it called, the container, I don't know, some are small, some are big, some I'm like, what's this? And I think one of Meta's
Yeah, correct. Correct. Yeah, that happens too.
so a whole lot of issues at the same time. I don't know. Probably you just want to just give everything. I don't know. Just do what you do. Yes, it's fine to improve on product. It's fine to release or unleash what's it called, features. It's fine. That those things are okay. But now doing it too much can lead to chaos. Honestly. So as a designer, you don't need to do too much. Just do what you can do. Simplicity. Your features can come in bit by bit. Not that you are rushing up on anything. No. And there are different applications too out there. Even sometimes our bank apps, they act funny at times. There was a time Zenith Bank, honestly gave me a whole lot of issues. I had to just move out, just leave any bank, open another what's it called, bank app, and started using it. So there are times most of these applications they give us issue, and if there are no user feedbacks, the developers won't understand that there are problems. So as a startup owner or as a product owner, there should be a part where you can get feedbacks, where you can get views as regarding people using your product. It is only from there you can improve. Don't just build or don't just add features because you add it in plan 4 or 5 years ago. Add solutions, update your ideas, all because of it is needed at that point in time. Honestly, and that's just it. So thank you very much, Mr. Kenneth. Thank you for adding and sharing your experience about WhatsApp. Thank you so much. So yeah, quick one. I would just like to move through so we can end this class very soon. So yeah, what are the mapping user flows? A user flow visually represents sequence of steps a user takes to accomplish a specific task within a product. It's a journey from entry, yeah, to basically outcome. So the thing is open app, sign up, verify, access dashboard. The dashboard is where you have so many other features where you could probably run every of your um, operations, and then you log out. Then information architecture, which is IA. IA is the heart of science of organizing and structuring content within a product to help users find information and complete tasks. It's all about clarity. So this part it reduces confusion, faster discovery, and intuitive navigation. Then the mantra, the UX mantra, which is simplicity and clarity. Fewer choices lead to better decisions. In UX, clarity often trumps excessive creativity. Focus on making the user's path undeniable. So it is clarity, how clear you are on a problem and on a solution that brings about simplicity. Simplicity don't just happen. It's not a magic. It's how far and how well you've been able to understand the problem. You can now bring in possible what solutions. So as a product designer, be simple and be clear. That's what I would say. Then what are the UI basics? Visual design essentials. We have something we call consistency, hierarchy, the spacing, typography, and then our color theory. Consistency in design is vital. The buttons, the colors, the patterns. Now, be practical enough. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Let's check ETS site. Let's check. Let me present something else. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Sorry, I just want to confirm if I'm there. Okay. All right. So yes, I'm here. Now the consistency. Now look at the join the community button. It is having yellow background. Then look at the one here, yellow background. Then look at the get in touch, the consistency. And look at the curved part, consistency. It's not that we have a rectangular part that the edges are not curved, or the radius, or what's it called? They are not curved, or we just have it to be straight. Then there is no what? There is no consistency. Look at the lemon. You can see there is a flow. There is consistency. The icons, there is consistency. So this is what consistency is all about. They are seen across every of your designs. You are not just creating because you want designers or developers to work on something. You are creating because of there is a need for it and it is extensively serving a purpose. Are we together? So let me go back to sharing my screen. Then over time, you could just take your time and check out consistency, the flow of all this we've been discussing. Then another thing is hierarchy. There is visual hierarchy. There is image hierarchy, there's typography hierarchy, then which visually emphasize important information, guiding the user's eye naturally through the interface. So hierarchy allows the user understands, like he or she understand which comes first, which do you want me to see first, which information do you want me to get first. That's what hierarchy is all about. Then your spacing, it brings about readability, and it reduces cognitive load and highlights elements. It makes you see well. It makes you know that um, strategic use. It makes you know that strategic use are not together. It is not strategic use. There is space in between, up, down, side, middle. Then the alignment, left alignment, center alignment, then your right alignment. Alignment is in your typography, alignment in the usage of color, and this still goes back to your consistency, how that you are good with it. You're not just you're designing with these rules in your head. You're designing with these principles in your head, and this is what makes a good designer. Then what are the color typography fundamentals? Color basics, emotional impact, limited palette, readability. Then color evokes feelings, as we all know, and convey brand identity. Stick to two, three main colors to maintain visual harmony. Don't just load up different colors, pick six, seven colors, and you say you are okay. I want to, I just want to be inclusive. I want to make everybody feel among, feel carried, and oh no, no, two, three colors are fine if they are meeting the sole purpose of your product. Then ensure sufficient contrast for whole text against background. Yes, there is something we call contrast, one of the design principles. And contrast, it has a whole lot to, you're using white background, then black background stands out fine. You're using a black background, then white text color sounds out fine. Not that you're using contrasting colors that are fighting it. Imagine using a black background and more like a gray text. It won't work because more like shades of it. Then typographical basics. There should be legibility, your font families, your hierarchy. You should know when to use your sans serif. You should know when to use your serif. You should know how to combine both together, and you should arrange them to be in order. Then these then you all are good to go as designers. Then what are the essential UI elements? We have buttons, we have the input fields, and we have the cards. The buttons, these are clear to call to action, your CTA. Button basically represents CTAs that guide users to perform key interactions. Input fields designed for easy and clear data entry. Then your cards, which are containers that group related content, enhancing scalability and organization. So clean design feels professional because it respects the user's attention. Then there is also the part of wireframing. There's also the part of wireframing then and prototyping. What are wireframes? Wireframes are the blueprint of your digital product. They focus on the structure, layout, and functionality rather than aesthetics. They help define what goes where without getting bogged down in visual details. Now, let me see if I can get an example of wireframing. This class will be over soon. I'm almost done. Oops. Okay. Now, wireframing, coupled with the fact that we have prototypes, they are very, very essential. And this is what your devs needs to see because it connects them from one screen to another. It connects them from one screen to another. So if they are missing it, then that means the designer has missed it from onset. So you won't allow your developers to miss it if you yourself you won't what you are not missing it. So wireframing tools, let me see. We have the like of balsamic, even Figma itself does it. But let me see balsamic if it will be fine. So I can just show us what wireframing looks like. So it's more like the connections between different screens. Oh, let me share. I just want to find a sample so show us, then we can just quickly wrap up on what we have. My network is lagging. Yeah. Sorry, please. I just want to get samples so we know what wireframe is all about. I think my network is lagging. So sorry. All right. So I will just have to come back to that. I think my network is acting really, really funny. So I'll just come back to that quickly. So yeah. So wireframes are the blueprint of your digital product. They focus on the structure, the layout, the functionality, rather than instead. So they are just what? Understand it, the structure, the layout, and the functionality. So this goes beyond your colors, your aesthetics, the beauty, or whatever you could have. Then now we have fidelity from sketch to polish. We have the low fidelity, which is called the lo-fi, and we have the high fidelity, which we call the hi-fi. So these are low fidelity as they are quick sketches or basic digital outlines. They are fast to create an ideal for exploring early ideas and concept without commitment. So lo-fi are easy to create, less stress kind of what's it called, projects. Then while the hi-fi, they are detailed polished designs that closely resemble the final product. They are used for comprehensive testing and stakeholder presentations. Yeah, this is more like a comprehensive design. Like it is looking like what your developers will automatically work on, and it requires more time and testing. Then tools of the trade, like introducing Figma. We have Figma, which is one of the core tools a product designer uses because it allows you wireframe. It brings about you working extensively on your UI designs, and it also creates prototyping. It also make prototyping very, very easy. Quickly mapping out screen layouts, yes, crafting detailed visual interfaces, and creating interactive models of your designs for testing. The tool doesn't make you a designer, understand your thinking and problem solving abilities too. You know how to use tools. I said this earlier, you're knowing how to use the tool basically is not equating to you being a very, very good designer. Tool is essential, yeah. There is the part where you get to learn how to use it. You learn how to navigate, you learn how to bring in use different ideas in working on Figma. But that is not what makes you a designer. What makes you a designer is the ability that you can think and you can solve problems. Because if you get these things right, then working on Figma shouldn't take you hours. Less than, like, just work freely on it. So now this is a practical exercise. Just structure where the elements sit, what contents go into this box. Then go no colors, resist usage, or add visual styling. Yeah, I can actually still do this. I'll come back to this as well. And product thinking for intermediate designers. So yeah, for intermediate designers, elevate your design perspective by moving beyond superficial aesthetics the strategic to grab the strategic what's it called? I'm coming, sorry, a minute please. Sorry, some So sorry. Then this challenges designers to ask simple questions, aligning design with user needs, business goals, and long-term scalability. So thinking beyond designs. So we have thinking beyond screens. Instead of asking how should this look, challenge yourself to ask why does this exist? This shift in mindset is crucial for true product thinking. Now there are times you already have the picture of how your screen looks like, but there is a part where you ask yourself, why does it exist? Now that actually guides you and directs you on how to build or come up with challenging screens, like screens that your client or the user, the intending user would see and they will be wowed, which is beyond the aesthetics or whatsoever. So now it focuses on the user, impact on business and future what scalability. Is this solution genuinely helpful, intuitive, and desirable for our users? Which is you asking yourself, does this design support core business objectives, draw or revenue goals? Then future scalability, will this design hold up and continue to be effective as the product and user base grow? Just like the WhatsApp, we at some point must have experienced issues with WhatsApp, irrespective of some of the problems or experiences we've had with WhatsApp. It's a tool that no matter what, we are still using it. We are still making use of it. So it is standing the test of time. So as a user, think like that. Asking better questions. What specific user problem are we truly solving? Who benefits from this feature and in what ways? What happens if this feature doesn't exist? Is it truly essential? I know of people that they had the intentions to become a UI UX designer, but they stopped at being a US researcher. So they just make research and give it to those that can actively work on what they are work on their research and design it. So their research is very very full. Their research is not starving of any solid information. It is full, and these are the backbones on what the UI UX designer will work on. So what is the key insight here? How does this feature help the user and justify its cost and efforts to the business? These are valuable questions we should ask. Then, career path, product design career roadmap. What are the career paths? Sorry. We have exciting product design, understanding career progression, essential portfolio development, and common pitfalls to avoid. So we have product design career roadmap, which is learning the fundamentals, master core UI, UX UI principles, design thinking and essential tools, which is work on personal projects and gain the practical experience, build case studies, yeah, very essential. Then from there you create your portfolios. In the long run, we'll get to even share this presentation. Yeah. So portfolio basics show your process. So basically, portfolio is you showing your work process. Don't hide your work process. Show your work process and do all you can. So beginner mistakes to avoid: jumping into UI. Please don't jump into UI. Please. Ignoring users. Please don't ignore users. Don't over design. And there is no buying copying. These are the things you need to learn. Then the last part is continuous learning resources. So the product design field is ever evolving. Stay current by practicing, follow experts, read and learn. So yeah, I have this roadmap I use in learning what's it called? UI UX too. What's the name here? Okay, there is UX open. Is this it? No, okay. So I'll get all of those resources and then share with us. Share We'll definitely get it across to us on the community. So I don't know if any one of us here have questions before I close this class for tonight. If there are questions, please, you can unmute yourself and ask. Please, if you have questions. All right. So just a quick recap. We learned what UI UX is. Um, product designer. Who is a product designer? We learned some of the thinking process, which is to design with empathy. You need to define. You need to work on your prototype, the part where you embrace diverse perspective and where you test your product. Then some of the problems you would encounter if you leave out your user research out of the whole project is low adoption, frustration, and failure. So there is a part where you understand user problems, and there is a part where you don't build from assumptions. You build from real research, understanding what people want. Then understanding the demographic goals, the frustration and context, the purpose, and the mapping user flow, and also some of the basic principles that you could learn. I'll be leaving us with, let's say, two to three key things. Number one is that don't just jump into UI design because you want to start a new career in product design. Don't just open or download Figma. Understand the theoretical aspect, learn it well, allow it sync, and at the same time, connect, move out, talk to possible persons that can aid your learning in product design. And I tell you today that you're just starting, and yeah, by the time you start earning, they definitely come back and thank ETS for pointing you to these things. So thank you so much for um, joining us on this class. And I want to say your journey in tech is unique to you. Don't compare your progress to anyone else. Focus on your growth. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. And you just have to keep pushing. Thank you for your attention, your engagement, and your questions. You've been an amazing audience so far. And I must say thank you for the addition. Thank you so much. So over to the moderator. Over to the moderator. Susan, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Adebayo Joshua. That was incredibly available. Thank you to everyone who showed up today and actively participated. Your engagement, questions, and your willingness to learn made this season special. Before we wrap up, a few important things. We will share to the recording of today's season within 24 hours. All resources and links from Mr. Adebayo Joshua will be sent to you. We'll also receive a short feedback form. You also receive a short feedback form. Please, I would like us to fill it within 2 minutes, and your feedback helps us improve and bring improve and bring even better content. And I will also like us to and I would say don't let us forget and to connect with us, and we have so many other amazing workshops, webinars, and opportunity coming up. I would like us to follow us on our social media platform for you to stay updated. Our LinkedIn is Education Technology Summit, that's ETS Hub. Our Instagram link is at ETS Hub. Twitter is at ETS Hub also. Also, make sure you are part of our WhatsApp community for instant updates on the upcoming events, resources, and opportunities. Visit our website, etshub.org, to see what's coming up next and to apply for our internship program if you haven't already. And our next event will be a webinar, which is Finding Your Path, Exploring Technology Careers and Trends for Beginners in 2026. Also, and once again, a huge thank you to Mr. Adebayo Joshua for sharing your knowledge with us, and thank you all for being such an an amazing and engaged audience. This is Suzanne signing out. Keep learning, keep growing, and we'll see you at the next season. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.